Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. And real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at Twister on 4K, starring Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. Unfortunately, with most Warner Brother releases nowadays, this is just a 4K disc with digital code. No Blu-ray, unfortunately, included with this one. But before we talk about how the film looks, because I had a chance to watch it the other night, let's go ahead and take a look on the inside of the packaging. Now, first off, when this was first announced, it didn't really look like there was going to be any kind of slip cover with this, but luckily it did come with a slip, and it is a nice glossy slip. And great image here. We got a flying cow right on the front. We have cows. Just a great iconic image from the film. So there is the front. There is the back. Let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. Before we do that, some of the special features include we have a legacy of Twister, Taken by the Wind. So it's talking about the making of the film, which is going to be nice. Seeing a new featurette talking about this film. It's just crazy how this 1996 this film came out. So I mean 28 years ago. That is just crazy to think that this film is almost 30 years old. It doesn't seem possible. It really doesn't. Remember seeing this in theaters when it first came out. We also have another new featurette, including Chasing the Storm, Twister Revisited, Anatomy of a Twister, and an HBO first look at the making of Twister and Van Halen Human Beings music video. So we have a new featurette, and we have some older featurettes included with this particular release. So on the inside, we have the same image as our slip. There's the front. There is the back. We have our digital code right here, and not too much going on. Just our Twister 4K Ultra HD disc on this side. But how does this film look? Now, I've watched it twice since I've gotten it. I watched it on my projector screen, which is not a 4K projector screen, but took it outside, watched it the other night, and it was great. You could see the difference, even just in a standard projector screen with playing in a 4K player through to the screen. You could tell the difference, the comparison between that and the actual Blu-ray. Because the Blu-ray, even though it wasn't bad, you can definitely see the differences. So I wanted to watch it again, so I did just that. Popped into my PS5, watched it on there, and it looks absolutely breathtaking. It is night and day between the Blu-ray, which again, like I said, is not a terrible looking Blu-ray, but it is night and day with how this film looks compared to the Blu-ray. It looks amazing. It's the best you're ever going to see this film. Hands down, I don't think there's ever going to be any kind of other release for this film that's going to look as good as what it looks now on this particular release. And it sounds phenomenal as well. When those twisters are coming through, you feel it. Like you want to feel like your house is going to vibrate. That's the sound you're going to get from this particular release. It's fantastic. I know on the Blu-ray, there were some scenes that, the dialogue, it was a little bit too on the low side for me, where one of those particular circumstances where you're turning it up because you need to hear it, but then when something happens, when the action happens, you got to turn it back down, or you're going to just blow out your entire sound system or blow out your windows in your house. So I did not find that to happen with this particular release. Everything seemed to be pretty much right on point. The sound, the talking, everything seemed to be equalized very, very nicely with this release. Now, I know some people say, it's very green. It looks green images. Like you see right here on the cover. It is like a green. It does have a green kind of hint to it, a green tint to it. But it looks great because that's kind of like what they're. Even in the film, they kind of like mention like there's like a green kind of tint to the twisters, and I like how the sky is turning. And just how they did it and how they were able to get it into, make it look on 4K. It looks fantastic, absolutely fantastic. If you're a fan of this film, you will absolutely not be disappointed. This was definitely worth the wait. When they announced the new film when Twisters was coming out, I had a feeling that the 4K was going to be right around the corner for this release, for this particular film. And I'm glad this release did come out just in time to go ahead and see Twisters in theaters coming up very, very soon, next week, to be precise, next week. And I will be there to see it. Hopefully go to the drive-in and see it. I think that would be pretty cool considering we have a drive-in scene in this film. And go see the new one in a drive-in, I think will be really, really fantastic. So yeah, Twisters, Bill Paxton, R.I.P., the great Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt. Great to revisit Twister. Like I said, saw this one in theaters when it first came out. And I liked it in theaters when it first came out, but I wasn't the biggest fan. It was different, more viewings over the years, on DVD and now on Blu-ray and now on 4K that I've really come to enjoy and appreciate this film a lot more. It's just a fun film that has a little bit of everything for somebody. So it's a great film all the way around. So Twister on 4K. Like, subscribe, and comment if you get the chance, and I'll catch you in another episode. Take care.